Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eris Week. Your sanity will be tested. How crazy is it? We got purple skies. We got super major wildfires and Santa Ana winds breaking out in the South California area. And some of them are spreading like wildfire and have zero containment. And to many people's surprise, we have subtropical storm Melissa off the coast of New England, Massachusetts, partially pushing westward, though they say impacts will still be minimal. Though that looks like some pretty scary waves and surf in Massachusetts. And the storm will probably sit out and cause some pretty rough surf for another 48 hours. And we'll have to keep an eye on it to see how much it continues to intensify. We've got super major temperature swings as temperatures are way colder this morning across portions of the plains compared to 24 hours ago, thanks to Winter Storm Aubrey, a big blizzard that is blowing through the upper Midwest, from the Dakotas to Minnesota and Oklahoma, Dallas, getting some heavy rain. We got flying sea foam at Nantasket Beach. Lifelong resident of 71 years has never seen anything like this in his life. Pentagon announces deployment of 3,000 U.S. troops to Saudi Arabia because apparently they pay cash. Federal Reserve announces it will start purchasing $60 billion a day, not month, a day, starting October 15th, after already spending $500 billion to keep the market sturdy since September 23rd. I would say overall, it seems like people are ornery and irritable. Hey, do your best to stay cool during this high energetic time, which will probably last about another 10 days. But definitely we have a scary situation in California as they had major pre-power shutoffs to prevent a hellish scene in California. And Patrick T. Fallon showing us the view from Saddle Ridge Fire looks like actual hell. And I want to take this time to remind people that I've said all year that I think we have a 75% chance to see some type of a volcano eruption on the west coast of the United States due to all the gas giants being on the same side. And that raises 95% next year if it doesn't happen this year. Just a non sequitur. Subtropical storm Melissa has been born off the northeast U.S. seaboard. How low will she go? That is the question. Crankywxguy, the king of weather Twitter, the extratropical cyclone expanded, giving birth to a supportive pocket which redeveloped to the nor'easter inner core into a tropical storm. Check the tweets from last night. It hit the switch 12 hours ago. 1991 redux, just a smaller version of events all around. The Saddle Ridge Fire has burned 4,600 acres and is 0% contained. And I want to tell people again that I support freedom of religion, but if you're going to use your weak-ass Church of Direct Energy Weapons sermon to talk shit to me, you're not going to get very far, because I'm pretty sure they taught us all about volcanoes in kindergarten, dipshit. And part of the people that have been trying to drive me off of YouTube and hack all my shit are some of the biggest land and real estate owners in North California who don't appreciate me telling people that when you get all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, you can get major volcano eruptions on the west coast of the United States. Also, it's not like a super volcano. It's something we can adapt to if we as Americans or human beings learn how to work together. Core winds remain off the coast and will pull away from the low center. Expanding trough takes the outer wind field and brings it further towards New Jersey and extends values up into the Gulf of Maine. A big old multifaceted system, hybrid extratropical subtropical entities are all around. Wide, expansive, interlinked mess awaiting its execute from the west, which is somewhere in here, I think. With the larger expanding mid-level trough lifting north and the cyclone stationary, we have the continuation of the renewed westward push in impacts. How low will it go? Badges? I don't have to show you any stinking badges. Rob Lightbrown, Bound, Crown Weather Services. Although I must sound like a broken record with my forecast of tropical development in the Western Caribbean during the 10th to 20th October timeframe. Been writing the same thing since September 27th, and don't worry, Rob, we are on top of it, and we love broken records. Wow, making things much worse, this is a new one to see even for me. Gigi Gracieta, breaking. CHP Southern. People are turning around on the 405 north and driving the wrong way on open freeway. So dangerous. Yes, driving the wrong way on a highway is always dangerous. Always. Nathan the Nerd, from the looks of it, we got a Cyclone Melissa off the northeast coast with the hurricane force gusts. All it has to do is unhook with this frontal system, and we might have a full-blown cyclone. Yeah, so stay tuned. It's going to be a weird day. As I said last night, the next 24 to 36 hours is the zone for big surprises, so be as prepared as possible, Asteroid Fight Club. Referring to subtropical storm Melissa, boy, that escalated quickly. And getting a shout out, I'm going to have to say that Henry Margasitia and New Thor may have called the end result in a roundabout way. Hey, that's my middle name, Roundabout. I like to do roundhouse roundabout kicks. Unnamed tropical cyclone forms southeast of the Cape Cod within the protective pocket of the larger expanded mid-level hybrid system from the northeastern core circulation. William Churchill taking a break from watching Peaky Blinders to say overnight evolution of the Saddle Ridge Fire as seen from space by NOAA satellites. This is the shortwave infrared band showing the heat signature of the fire engulfing I-5. Total time of lapse just over 6 hours. And so, yeah, the fire in Santa Ana situation in California is pretty bad, and it looked like it surprised people to the south, as most reports were that the worst of the fires would be in Northern California, but it appears that the south got hit harder. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Our big bad blizzard is bringing some impressive snowfall totals, as Chris Nalen, incredible record snowfall totals in the making across North Dakota. Hard to believe it went from summer to winter, just like that. Weather whiplash. And remember, there's a weird relationship between fire and ice, volcanoes, and snow. What it is, we don't know yet, specifically. Bismarck got 2 feet. Jamestown, 2.5 feet. Devil's Lake is freezing over. I don't think that counts as hell, though. We got Super Typhoon Hagibis about to bring some super heavy rain, waves, and flooding, plus winds to Japan. And Greg shining bright like a diamond, the KVTX radar located in Ventura County is currently picking up the smoke from the Saddle Ridge Fire. So yeah, it's a wild, wacky day, bro. And man, I think people really like talking shit. I admit, I like talking shit, but only after people have been talking shit for a while. Anyway, so we got a giant, major, massive blizzard over here. We got a subtropical thingamadoody Melissa over here, which needs to be watched and monitored like a hawk for some major surprises during this Eris alignment energy week, and technically it'll last for 2 weeks. We got major wildfires breaking out over the far west. We got a super typhoon hitting Japan. So this is the second year in a row. I definitely think the Eris alignment has major effects on our weather. And with all the gas giants on the same side, this range of time will continue to be problematic for humanity over the next 6 years. And after all the stress and big battles that led me up to this point, yesterday I drank a whole 6-pack, sat on my porch, and played guitar for hours after cleaning my apartment for like 3 hours. And 2 cars of ladies sat, I don't know, 100 yards away listening to me play for a couple hours. It was weird. I don't know why they didn't come talk to me. I had a feeling they could be cute, especially one of them. Really, really, really cute. But I got off subject. But yeah, dude, it's freaking crazy. And then people are kind of freaking out. And so everybody's extra irritable. So hey, impress me by staying cool, keeping your sense of humor, and trying not to bumper sticker everything. Because there's a lot about the sun we don't understand. There's a lot about the solar system we don't understand. There's a lot about our atmosphere we don't understand. There's a lot about the core of our planet we don't understand. And as long as we fight about dipshit political divide and conquer distractions, we're never going to learn anything. Again, super duper special thanks, shout out to George, Lynn, and everybody in Asteroid Fight Club who has been with me for any portion of this time, who does what they can to be a good person in this crazy world where everybody just seems to get meaner and angrier. I ain't mad at nobody, bro. Sure, I was a little disappointed I didn't get a good luck kiss. But I don't know, man. With Mercury and Venus in Scorpio, who knows? I may get stung again. And by that I mean kissed or whatever. Yeah, this next 48 hours, the big blizzard's going to bring some pretty nasty winds up through the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin. And then you're going to get some rain coming out the southeast into the northeast. This doesn't show rain for anybody more than like New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Nova Scotia, Maine. But like I said, I would stay on top of this thing. We will see how low this goes. I wouldn't be surprised to see it become a hurricane or subtropical hybrid nor'easter hurricane, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, dude, 2019 is a cliffhanger, and we as a civilization are kind of hanging on by a very thin thread. And I would say right now the clearest present dangers are the wildfires in California and Typhoon Hagibis for Japan. And I checked my research, and if this is the major Eris imprint, then we're probably going to have an Eris imprint on our side of the world in 10 days to 14 days. Whether that gets pushed into the Pacific or it heads up into the Gulf, we will have to keep checking. We've been really, 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 really lucky so far this hurricane season. Let's hope that holds. And if this shit wasn't exciting enough for you, we got the next solar wind stream coming in around the 13th or 14th. And hey, guess what? We're also going to have a full moon on the 13th. It's an Aries full moon. Now, my mind tends to think of Hermione, Emma Watson, when I hear Aries. But technically, Aries means war. And so, don't be surprised. See some crazy shit going down leading up to the 13th. And because love is a battlefield, hopefully there will be some romance in there. We got the next stream of solar wind. I already said that. 1 month until the transit of Mercury. Hey, Mercury goes retrograde on October 31st. Crazy days indeed. Everybody loves transits of Mercury. Mercury is like the sun's moon. Don't ask me how they have sex. I don't really need to know about the specifics of other consenting adults' love lives. There's nothing more boring to me than the idea of other people having sex. You know what excites me? You don't want to know. Well, me having sex. I'm shutting up now. We got interstellar comets, massive auroras, mammoth clouds, you name it, we got it. Volcanic sunsets, extraordinary sunsets. So let me say again, thanks to everybody out there who is cool and who stays cool and is kind and creative and inspires others. And to those people out there who don't like me, let me just say, I don't really give a shit, you know? Life is too short, and there are 7 billion people out there, and you know, like 75% of them have been programmed and trained to just hate everybody. And that ain't me, bro. And so I respect your opinion, but it doesn't mean I have to take it to heart. And so, Asteroid Fight Club, stay cool. I'm going to keep you guys posted through the day. It is what I do. Because being your planetary defense commander is usually my full-time job. And I do a great job. Okay, stay cool. And I would talk to y'all in the future. But yeah, I would be on super high alert for these next few days. Because the Eris energy is legit. God bless everyone. God is great. And you're pretty cool too. Peace out.